Let's talk about the temptation of spending money, especially when you get big sums of money, right? It's very easy, and the whole world is consistently and constantly telling you that you should spend, that you should upgrade, that you should improve, yada, 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 and yada, yada, yada. Now, listen, there are certain situations and seasons in your life where you should consider an improvement, where you should consider an upgrade. Contrary to what some people may view my channel as, I'm never saying that you cannot enjoy the luxuries or the fruits of your hard labor and your hard work. In fact, I encourage you that when all your P's are in the right place and when all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted, I encourage you to go spend a little bit of that money for yourself. You know, I'm back in the gym these days and I haven't bought any protein supplements for myself in a very long time. But you know what I did for the first time yesterday in a while? I went and bought me some protein because I'm investing back into my body again. I'm investing back into getting into the gym again. So when there are times where you should spend or invest into yourself to improve your situation or to reach a certain status, then 100% I agree with you putting a little bit of that money back into yourself, right? When it comes to cars, like my beater, right? Like my Camry, my 99 Camry, one day I will upgrade, but I'm going to upgrade in a way that makes sense for me, not for your validation, not to look cooler to my coworkers, not to look cooler to my family, not to look cooler to anybody. It's going to be because I genuinely want to upgrade for me and my family in a financial way that is smart and makes sense for us. To me, that means buying it outright or finding a way to leverage my current financial situation to get what I want without going into debt or going low into the negative or getting a negative network. So you have to make these decisions in life that just makes sense, guys. Like, let's start making decisions from a standpoint that makes sense rather than a standpoint that impresses other people who don't give a darn about us, right? So I wanted to talk about that though. Like, in this consumer economy, we're always just bombarded with the need and the necessity to spend. And it makes us feel inadequate when we don't spend, or it makes us feel like we're missing something. What is that? FOMO? Fear of missing out, right? Guess what? You're not missing anything. The only thing you're missing is poverty. The only thing you're going to miss is being broke, right? It feels like society makes us feel like it's weird when we actually have money, when we actually save money. I've been telling you guys a lot of the times, I get a lot of joy out of actually putting money in the bank and putting money in my different accounts. Like that, to me, I find more joy from that than I do from buying things. But on the flip side, there is a time and a place where it is okay. I'm never ever saying that it's not okay to spend a little bit on yourself, man, to put a little bit back into your investments. See, if it increases who you are and what you're doing as a person, then I am all for it to a measured degree. But watch out for this temptation to spend. Guess what, guys? That car, them clothes, them shoes, them watches, man, it's never going to fulfill that void. If there's a true void for something else in your life, these materials will never fulfill it. And I'm just being honest, man. Like, you tell me not. Share down in the comment section below. Have you ever wanted something so bad, then you finally got it, and then you've realized, like, man, this has not filled the void at all. Maybe for a day, maybe for a week, maybe for a month. But then that new car smell wear off. Them new shoes get scuffed. That watch stop working. You got to find something a little bit deeper and a little bit more meaningful than just spending it for the moment. So even for myself, when I'm looking for new cars or whatever, there's a voice in my head that say, do you really need a new car? Are the demons of doubt just getting to you? Do you really need a new car? Ask yourself that every time before you guys go buy something that big of a purchase. Truthfully talk to yourself. Don't just look at the pros. Look at the cons too, man. Be wise with the money. Listen, we work so hard for the money. We work so hard. We're trading our time. We're trading our effort. Sometimes we're trading our self-esteem for the jobs that we do. But then we can spend the money. We can spend the money in one instant, it's gone. Those hours you spent sweating and laboring at work, gone. But if it's into something that you find truthfully meaningful, and I'm not talking about none of that surface level stuff. Don't play with me. If you find something that's truthfully meaningful and you think that it will add value to your life or improve the quality of your life, then I would say definitely go for it. You know, it's okay to spend here and there in a measured amount. That's what we work for. We work hard for that. But I just wanted to pop in real quick and ask anyone else, like, are you guys going through that temptation of spending as well? I'll continue to cover and make videos about that temptation. But it's something that all of us, even me, a guy with a lot of his head on right? You know, like I got my head pretty straight on and I know the values that I have in my life. The temptation gets to me too. Wanting to just buy because you have the money, wanting to just spend because it's there, because it's brand new. You tell yourself all these lies and all these stories and you fabricate it and you say, hey, I do need that new car. Hey, I do need to go buy that most expensive thing that I could possibly think about. But guess what, guys? It's a lie. It's a facade. Be measured in your tactfulness. Be measured in your approach. I'm telling you guys, because temptation will always hit you like a rock. It'll be there, blaring its ugly head at every single step of the way. But you have got to stay measured and you have got to stay steadfast on the journey. If you have a goal and that goal is achievable and accomplishable through a measured means, by all means, hit your goal. But if you see this temptation come out of the sidelines, come from left field, come from right field, whatever field it want to come from, know that it's probably not from God. It's probably not just. Be careful. Be wise. Don't allow the temptation of society to blind your true goal that you have. All right. This video is more so a motivational video to keep you on track, keep you measured. I also wanted to shout out my user who told me the story of him buying his 2007, I think it was Acura TL. Man, I love hearing stories like that so much that I put it on my community tab, because those are the stories of everyday people choosing to accomplish their goals without breaking the bank, choosing to go a route that's less filled with desires to gain approval from other people, and more filled with the desires of improving the quality of their life, whether that's buying a reliable car and saving money to accomplish other goals. So shout out to my user, one of my loyal viewers who put that video out. Who put that comment on my comment section. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit, I've had a lot on my mind, so I'm not as accurate or articulate today. So work with me. My real ones ain't gonna care, but work with me. I've had a lot on my mind, man. I've had a lot of temptation when it comes to buying things on my mind as well. And I want to be real with y'all. I want to show y'all every aspect of how I get through a season. And there's been a lot of noise to get a new car or buy a car just the sake of, because I got the money. I got a big chunk of money. I'm like, oh man, go buy a car. And it's like, nah, man, I'm going to do something measured. When the day that I do upgrade, it is going to make sense for me and my family, and no form of temptation or big for sale signs will take me off of my goal, will stray me from my path. There will be seasons where you will be tested. This may be that season. Remain steadfast. All right, I love y'all. I'm out of here. I don't got much else to say. God bless. I'll see y'all on the next video. I still have videos coming out about high yield savings account, all sort of things about my books and all of that. But for now, I just wanted to put out this random, just daily rant, man. All right, I love y'all. Stay steadfast. Peace.